You know that feeling. You're stuck in an endless loop of anxiety. It feels like your brain is a browser with 1,000 tabs open, all of them playing different, clashing music, and you can't find the one to close. You've tried meditating, but you can't sit still. You've tried positive thinking, but the noise is just too loud. What if the solution wasn't another app or a new mental trick? What if the answer wasn't in your head at all, but waiting for you, right under your feet? This is a labyrinth. And it is not a puzzle to be solved. It's a pattern to be experienced. This is the story of how a simple, ancient walking path can physically recalibrate your modern, overstimulated brain for a lasting calm you may not have felt in years. The unexpected solution. When you hear the word labyrinth, your mind probably jumps to the Greek myth, a sprawling, treacherous maze built to hold the monstrous minotaur. But that's a common mix-up. A maze is a puzzle, with lots of paths, choices, and dead ends, designed to confuse you. A labyrinth is the exact opposite. It has only one, single, unambiguous path. From the entrance, it winds its way to the center and back out again. There are no tricks, no decisions to make, and no way to get lost. The only choice you have is to put one foot in front of the other. This elegant design is one of humanity's oldest symbols for contemplation. While the Minotaur legend is a powerful myth, the history is even more fascinating. An early, famous example of a labyrinth drawing was found on a clay tablet in Pylos, Greece, dating to around 1200 BCE. But even older versions exist, like prehistoric rock carvings found in Spain and Italy. For thousands of years, this pattern has appeared across the globe, carved into rocks, laid into the floors of great cathedrals like Chartres, and built in quiet gardens. These weren't just decorations. For medieval pilgrims who couldn't make the dangerous journey to Jerusalem, walking the cathedral labyrinth was a symbolic pilgrimage, a prayer in motion. For other cultures, it was a map of the cosmos, a symbol of the journey to your own center and back into the world, reborn. They understood something intuitively that we're just now rediscovering. The simple act of following a structured path has a profound effect on the human mind. It's an ancient technology for a very modern problem. How it calibrates your brain. So, how can a simple walk along a winding path have such a dramatic effect on our complex, modern brains? The answer lies in a powerful combination of focused movement and a quieting of the brain's internal chatterbox. Think about your anxiety, that constant stream of worries, regrets, and what-ifs. In neuroscience, this is often linked to an overactive default mode network, or DMN. The DMN is what your brain is doing when you aren't focused on a specific task. It's responsible for self-reflection and planning. But when it's in overdrive, it becomes the engine of anxiety, that feeling of being stuck in a loop. As researchers have found, a wandering mind is often an unhappy mind. To quiet the DMN, you need to engage in a task that requires gentle, present-moment focus. This is where the labyrinth comes in. Unlike a simple walk in the park where your mind can still wander freely, the labyrinth gives you just enough structure to occupy your brain without overwhelming it. The act of placing one foot in front of the other and navigating the turns engages the part of your brain responsible for focus. This forces the DMN to take a backseat. The inner chatter subsides, not because you're fighting it, but because you've given your brain a more compelling, calming job. At the same time, this process can trigger a powerful relaxation response. Mind-body practices like walking meditation are believed to help calm the body's primary stress response system, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, or HPA axis. When you're stressed, your HPA axis floods your body with the stress hormone cortisol. The rhythmic, focused movement of a labyrinth walk can help signal to your body that the threat has passed and it's safe to relax. This isn't just a feeling, it's a physiological shift that can lead to lower blood pressure, a slower heart rate, and a deep sense of physical calm. The constant left-right motion of walking, combined with the visual tracking of the path, engages both hemispheres of the brain, helping them integrate information and release stored tension. You aren't just thinking your way to peace, you are physically embodying it, step by step. The experience, a guided walk. Let's move from the why to the how. The true power of the labyrinth is not in understanding it, but in experiencing it. While there's no substitute for walking a physical one, I want to guide you through a virtual walk right now. Find a comfortable position, take a deep breath, and let's begin. The labyrinth walk traditionally has 3 stages: release, receive, and return. The first stage is the journey inward, release. Imagine yourself standing at the entrance. Before you step in, bring to mind the things that are weighing on you, the worries, the anxieties, the endless to-do lists. You don't need to solve them. Just acknowledge them. Now, take your first step onto the path. With each step, imagine letting one of those burdens go. The path turns, and as it does, it shifts your perspective. You aren't fighting your thoughts, you're simply walking away from them, one step at a time. The need to make decisions fades. Your only job is to follow. Feel the rhythm of your steps, the ground beneath your feet. The noise inside your mind begins to soften as you wind your way deeper, feeling lighter with every turn. The second stage is at the center, receive. You've arrived. The center isn't an endpoint, but a space for quiet. Stand here for a moment. Pause. Breathe. You've shed the noise on your way in. What's left? Maybe it's a sense of quiet. Maybe a new insight, a feeling of clarity, or just profound peace. You're not striving for an answer. You are simply open to receiving whatever is present in this moment of calm. In this stillness, you connect with your own center, the quiet, steady place that's always there beneath the surface of your anxiety. Stay here as long as you need. The third and final stage is the journey outward, return. When you're ready, you begin the walk back out. You are following the exact same path, but your experience is entirely different. On the way in, you are releasing. On the way out, you are integrating. This is the journey of bringing the peace you found at the center back out into the world. As you walk, consider how you can carry this feeling of calm into your daily life. The path out is a preparation. You came in burdened, you walk out renewed. As you reach the exit, you step back into the world with a recalibrated mind and a centered spirit, better equipped to walk through life with grace and peace. If this idea of finding peace through movement resonates with you, consider subscribing to this channel. We explore ancient wisdom and modern science to find practical tools for a better life. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration. The ancient path in the modern world. This isn't just a historical curiosity. The power of the labyrinth is being embraced in some of the most stressful environments in our modern world. Hospitals and healthcare centers are increasingly installing labyrinths on their grounds. They offer a space for patients to reduce anxiety and for doctors and nurses to distress and refocus before performing demanding work. Schools have built labyrinths on playgrounds, finding that walking the path helps children calm down and improve their focus. Even prisons have begun to use labyrinths as a tool for rehabilitation, offering a space for quiet reflection that can help reduce stress and aggression. This modern revival is happening because it works. For instance, one qualitative study found that over 86% of participants reported changes in their physical or sensory perception, like feeling their legs become heavy or experiencing a sense of timelessness, as their minds shifted into a more meditative state. This is the calibration in action, a mind-body tool that provides a tangible experience of relief and clarity. We started with the feeling of being trapped in a loop of modern anxiety. We've journeyed back thousands of years to discover an elegant solution that has been waiting under our feet the entire time. The Labyrinth teaches us a profound lesson. Sometimes the way forward isn't to struggle harder, but to follow a simpler, more deliberate path. It's not about emptying your mind, but about focusing it. It's not about finding the right answer, but about letting go of the need to ask so many questions. The labyrinth is a physical metaphor for the journey into your own consciousness. It shows you that even when the path is long and winding, it's not a trap. It leads to a center of peace, and it always leads you back out, transformed. You don't need access to a medieval cathedral to find this. Many parks, hospitals, and community centers now have them, and you can search for one online. But even if you can't find one, you can still use the principle. You can trace a labyrinth with your finger on a piece of paper or a screen, a practice also used to quiet the mind. Or you can take the core lesson, the power of mindful, structured movement, and apply it to a simple walk, focusing on each step as a path to peace. The browser tabs of your mind will always threaten to multiply. But now you have a new tool. Not an escape, but a path. A way to quiet the noise, calibrate your brain, and walk your way back to yourself. If today's message encouraged you, don't forget to click the subscribe button right below the title. That way, you'll never miss new encouragement and gentle routines. And if you'd like more right now, check out the playlist links in the description to continue your journey.